right, Beatrix. So, you were working on some of your skills. You got some more skill in ballistics. And what else did you get?
Ballistics, stealth, and concentration.
Excellent. All right. So you're concentrating really hard on not being seen and being able to kill people much better.
Yes.
All right, that's an appropriate response.
Because I know what's going on. I know what's going to happen.
Excellent. So you've been working on your skills. Are you staying at the temple for the month?
No.
No. Okay. Where would you like to go for the month?
Away from the city.
Okay. Did you want to go back to Grevenfeld, or did you just want to hang outside the city?
Hang outside the city.
Okay. That's perfect.
The woods are teeming with ghouls.
Great.
No, but I was gonna actually say, like, if you stayed in the city, you were going to get like this increasing uneasiness about being in the city where you needed to leave. So you leave the city before that even happens.
This way, I won't have to be in an alleyway.
No alleyways in.
You're in the alleyway of the forest.
Yeah.
You'll be between two very thick hedges.
Yeah.
I know bad things happen in alleyways.
You got this shrubbery
TV
here.
taught me anything.
And another level of shrubbery here, and you're in between them. Yeah. Okay. So you go out, you leave, you're hanging out outside the city, and there's a lot of woods once you get past, like, you got the city, and it's up on that plateau, and then kind of clustered around outside is kind of makeshift shanty towns or whatever, people that can't really get into the city. And then beyond that, of course, it's all woods, and it's thick woods. The woods to the south of the city you know really well, because that's the same area of woods that eventually leads to Grevenfeld. Okay. So you know them really well. And you have survival, I'm pretty sure that's pretty high, right? I think it's on the right, down a little bit.
I have 4.
4, yeah. So you have absolutely no problem surviving on your own in the woods for any extended period of time. No problems there. As soon as you leave the city and you're out in the woods, you feel more at ease, even more so than normal. But of course, it's probably the first time you've been in a really big city, and you didn't like it. So you're working on stealth, concentrating, blocking out distractions. You're working on your bows. Anything else you're doing while you're out chilling out in the woods?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
No, not really. I'm kind of getting... not really depressed, but kind of down because I was chasing after that guy and I kind of lost him, so I'm kind of a little down on myself that I wasn't able to track him down. But,
Gotcha.
But that got me to my skills, trying to hone my skills a little bit better. So yeah, but that's pretty much about it. Yeah.
As the month kind of goes on, a couple of things start to happen. The first thing is with increasing occurrence, there's increasing occurrences where you think you're being watched or followed. It happens, you look around, you can't see anything, you start looking around all stealthily for tracks and stuff, and you find tracks of something, but by the time you find them, it's gone. And that keeps happening more and more often. The tracks look like bare footprints of a person, except their toenails are really long and sharp.
Oh my.
So that's creepy.
Yeah.
And not good. But it hasn't been able to sneak up on you yet. You just get that weird feeling of being watched, and then you go track it and it's gone. So that keeps happening. The other thing is, as the month moves on, you start getting more and more short-tempered and agitated.
Must be the time of the month.
Kind of, but not in that way. Awesome. Okay. The night before the full moon, there's this haze that kind of comes over you, where you can't think very well or clearly, and you're just angry all the time. Do you fight it or do you give in?
I fight it.
You fight it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to roll your willpower or your mind. That's the dice you're going to use.
Mind. Okay, so that'd be a D6. I have...
And then the number of dice you roll is going to equal to your concentration.
Which is now 4.
Nice.
Whatever Colin gets, he gives in. I want to see what happens.
Fail.
I just might. Now I have a gun, I just might.
He goes on a blunderbuss spree. Zombies! Bang! Headshot.
5.
Roll the 5?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Headshot.
just barely
Roll the rest of his
keep it together.
Well, I did
So-
hit his head.
So you spend the night, that night as the almost full moon rises, shaking and just trying to keep control of yourself. The next morning you're tired. You didn't get a lot of sleep. You have 2 shock, mental shock, just because of the night of resisting whatever this is.
Yeah, really. Oh, excuse me.
Then you hear a scream in the woods. Sounds like a young woman.
Not this again.
I know. It's a good hook. Scream of a young woman. What do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I
Yeah.
don't like women.
Shoot an arrow at it. Didn't work out last time. It's the morning this time. It's not too far away.
Definitely be going towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealthily or just all haste?
That's a good question. I'll do it stealthily.
Stealthily.
Just 'cause
Excellent.
I earned my new stealth point. So.
Okay. All right. So very stealthily, you start going towards the sound of the young woman screaming. Luckily, she's not screaming and moving. She's staying in one spot, which might not actually be a good thing after all. You have agility or body. I think you have agility up at the top. So that's the dice you're rolling, and you're rolling a number equal to your stealth.
Nice.
And at any time, if you want to drop, because how many stealth dice do you have? 4?
Stealth 5.
5?
Yep.
Nice. At any time, if you want to drop a number of dice, like for every dice that you drop, is it every 1 dice?
I think it was like everyone, yeah.
Yeah, for every 1 dice you drop, you get a +1 to the result. So if you rolled a 10, it would become an 11.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll drop 1, so I'll
Okay.
roll 4.
4 dice?
Yep.
Right on.
Nice.
9.
So 10.
10. Excellent. All right, yeah. So, very carefully, stealthily, you're moving through the brush. You're getting closer. The screams become quite shrill, and then they're cut off abruptly with a and the loud thump of a body falling to the ground.
Great.
Oh, well, didn't get
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that person.
Yeah,
anyways.
turn around. Like, I don't even need to see what happened there.
Pretty clear.
Right, I think I know what happened.
Yeah.
I'll loot the body later. At that point, you move through the brush enough that you can kind of see what's going on, and there's a body of a young woman in kind of patchwork rags, or not rags, sorry, patchwork robes. Look like they're made from the furs or the skins of a lot of really small animals stitched together. Not really well either. She's lying. What's that?
I'm gonna take it. Look what I
Is
got.
that a gopher?
It's like,
Nice.
is that a rare gopher?
Yeah. Gopher, squirrels, mice, beavers, a bunch of really small furred animals stitched together in this weird robe.
That's kind of cool.
It's stained red with the blood because she's got a huge gash in her shoulder.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
You
ruined it!
You ruined it, you jerk!
And standing over her is the ghoul that you guys fought and it took off. I don't even remember if you saw it.
I saw it.
Was it the one that attacked? Oh, it was the one that attacked.
Didn't we hear it in the woods?
Yeah, I
We
think
heard it,
heard
but
it.
we couldn't
Okay.
see it.
All right.
Okay.
So this is actually the first time you see it. So you don't even know it's the ghoul. You just see a ghoul. And basically what you're looking at is you're looking at a humanoid with really gray skin that looks like it should be dead. All its fingernails are black and they're really, really long. And they're sharp because they look like he's been scratching at stone. Like, so they're just all tore up.
Yeah.
Barefoot with the same kind of...
Oh, the
same
claws, yeah.
So this is what's been stalking you. It's got this mouth of like fangs that are like this long, and they're just a huge mouth of fangs. Its eyes are black. Its hair is all fallen out, and it's wearing like barely anything, just rags that are torn and soiled, and it stinks. It just reeks of death.
Take a bath.
Take a bath, hippie.
You
Take a bath! I mean, I'm stealthy.
I'm not here.
I'll shoot you first and then tell you to take a bath.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crouched in this really feral manner over top the body of this lady, and of course its hand is stained red from cutting this poor woman open.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know if I can take on this ghoul by myself.
It could be a creature of the wild.
Yeah, the majestic ghoul.
Quick, tame it.
Tame it.
The rare and
I
majestic
do have an affinity
ghoul.
of 4. Maybe I can.
No
maybe I can
gamekeeper
tame it.
before has ever seen this beast. They say it's fangs. Grant wishes.
Grant wishes. Come here. I wish you were dead.
What would be hilarious if it kills it? Like, see, it does. It
Yeah,
works.
it works.
Do you guys see the thing on Facebook with Steven Spielberg with the corpse of a Triceratops?
Triceratops, yeah.
That's funny.
It doesn't know that I'm anywhere near. I'm as stealthy can be, or does it?
It has
Does it
given no
sense-
indication that
Okay.
it knows you're there. It's still like just kind of over this body.
It's more
It's
kind
drooling.
of more intense.
It looks like it's gonna eat the poor girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
I'm gonna try.
We
All
thought
right.
Colin was gonna go first.
Oh no! I had Buddy after me. I'm going first.
So, agility, and then your ballistic skill.
Yep.
You get a bonus for your longbow.
Yep.
And on the second sheet, on the bottom right, should
Yep.
be a list of things you can do.
Yeah.
Because if it really does not know that you're about to shoot it, it won't be able to defend in any
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Well, I got plenty of time, so.
That's true. If you want to risk the lady getting part of her eaten, you could aim.
That's true.
Oh, she's not dead.
Aim for like.
Oh, yeah, because I thought she was
I would
dead.
make the assumption
with
she's
huge
No,
gash.
sorry, no, she's not dead.
Oh, okay.
She's still kind of moaning.
Screaming?
Oh, you said the body fell.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
why
I wasn't
Do you
really clear
really
on that,
want
was
to
I?
save the woman?
Yeah.
I don't know, because the last time I tried to save her, she died anyways.
Yeah.
She's in a coma.
Okay, so she's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
technically
Yeah.
alive.
She's alive. She's in a coma.
You didn't get any money for it, though.
No, they stole all the credit.
Um.
Sorry, she is still alive. She's moaning. She's kind of moving weakly.
Okay.
shuddering
Well,
a
I'll
little bit.
do a quick attack first.
'Kay.
Because if she's still that way, if I can try to.
Do you get like a bonus for initiative?
It's +2
Okay.
for a quick attack, but it's -1.
Do a quick attack and shoot him in the eye.
God, how
Do
would
both.
that?
Targeting the eye
You
with
can
a
do
quick
both.
attack.
How would you
Yep.
do with a quick attack with the headshot?
You just drop.
Good aim.
For a headshot,
Yeah.
you drop what, 3 dice total?
It'd be 3 dice total, yeah.
Yep.
To target the eye, yeah.
And it was agility with ballistic, so that'd still be 3. I'd still be able to roll 3 times on a D10.
And that would be for a headshot. Targeting the eye, you'd have to drop.
No, I
4.
was thinking the just a headshot. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't care about his eye.
Headshot's good.
Ink will be back too.
So mine.
What's that?
No.
So it'd be a quick attack was 1, and targeting the head, so it would be still be
The
-3.
three, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try that.
Okay. So you're going to do a shot really quick before it manages to bite the poor girl. And you're shooting for the head, and you're rolling how many? 3d10?
Yep, 3d10.
All right, roll them.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna roll all ones, I know it.
That would suck. What was that?
A 2.
Oh, there we go.
5. A 7. That's a little bit better.
Do you add stuff to it?
Yeah, longbow, I believe.
Longbow is +4 lethal.
Oh, no, on your skills.
Oh, on my skills?
Yeah. I think it's
+2.
All right. 8, 9. +4 lethal. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lethal damage. And then on a headshot, I really need to get one of those sheets for myself.
Causes knockout.
Causes knockout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose an arrow to the head might cause knockout.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Nah,
actually,
they'll just be surprised.
What it would be is, yeah, you're targeting the head, but what you're doing is you're targeting a vulnerable location to make it mortal, which you can only do when the target's not aware of you.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect shot. So basically, instead of, what was it, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, instead of 13 lethal, it's 13 mortal.
Ouch.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it can't defend.
And it can't defend.
Because it doesn't even know that I'm there.
More hardcore than lethal.
What's that?
Mortal is more hardcore than lethal.
Yeah. What happens with mortal is any armor deducts from it as normal, but then whatever's left that is direct damage is tripled.
Alright. And ghouls probably don't have much armor.
No.
No, he rags.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was
Said he
almost
was
naked.
totally
Yeah.
naked
You have done
for
39
these
damage
or
to
something.
him.
39 damage. Yeah. So you let go of the arrow real quick. It spears this thing right through the head. Arrow comes out one of its eyes. Eye goes flying off into the
Sunset.
brush. Yeah, sunset.
Sunset. It made a rainbow.
It was facing as well, so it went in one eye and turned around.
You had him so his other eye came out.
It just popped out.
Yeah. One of this one, the other one is just the pressure
Oh my.
popped out.
It landed on the lady.
Yeah. Thing like basically spins and crumples in a heap, twitching.
Apothecaries pay well for ghoul parts.
The cool parts.
As long as I don't want any head parts, those ones are still good.
Ghoul parts. Do you
The
mean like an
eyeballs are
actual
missing.
ghoul,
I
or do you have
don't
an
know
accent as
why.
a girl?
They may pay well for both.
All right, the thing's twitching. It looks dead, sort of. It looked dead when it was moving.
Yeah, it's true. How
looks
would you
deader.
do this?
It looks deader. Yeah.
This is when you follow the rule of Zombieland.
Double tap.
Double tap.
I'll re-attack it.
Okay. You want to put an arrow in its head again?
No.
No. Okay. You can. It's
No,
fine.
I know.
You just be wary in case it moves towards you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll stealthily walk to the lady
Okay.
to see how she's doing.
Not well. She's wounded quite badly. It's
Okay.
bleeding a lot. She's still moaning, but she seems to be kind of out of it.
I don't got
Eyes
anything
closed.
to even help her with. Like, no
Does she notice you or are you too stealthy?
medicine.
Yeah. Whoa! Where did you come from? Did you do that?
That bush over there.
Yeah, arrow came out of nowhere.
If you left her, would she think like the gods saved her? Like,
If she didn't die,
yeah. She's like, how did I make it out of this?
the God save me, and then she bleeds out.
Aw, that's so cool.
Although you did save her from being eaten alive.
Totally, yeah.
I mean, if you have to bleed out or be eaten alive, I'd rather bleed out.
I wonder, do I have anything that I can take off to at least,
I don't know.
like...
I don't
If
know.
the shock would pass you out soon enough, being eaten alive might go quick.
I don't
I'd
know.
want to be enjoyed. I wouldn't want to go to waste.
At least someone enjoyed my life.
Oh dear.
You can get her back to town.
Yep, that's what I was trying to go for.
So we all have a horse.
This is when you find out it's more
Is
Shreve's
there anything I
girlfriend.
have on that I can...
Marjorie's girlfriend.
What did you
The
do
weird
to her?
foresty mole girl.
I was gonna forgive you for shooting me with an arrow, but look what you did to her.
Yeah, because you don't have any healing or medicine or anything, do you?
No.
You can at least bind the wound as
That's
much
what-
as possible,
that's what I
put some
want to
pressure
do.
on it. That
Yeah.
you can do. As you're doing that, her eyes kind of flutter and she opens them, grabs your hand, and very weakly says, my pouch. Give me my pouch. And of course you find her pouch.
I take it and run.
Right on! You got another one?
Where are your other secret measures?
Yeah.
That better be payment.
The pouch is another skin of a small animal, really rudimentally stitched together into a rough pouch, which stinks to high heaven. And when you open it up, it's full of some foul paste.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no money in it.
That's fine.
But she's trying to hold on to conscious, and she's like, put it, and then she just passes out. But she
Great.
pointed to like a wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Are you going to apply the foul-smelling paste to her wound?
Yeah.
Okay. You do that.
Could use a leaf.
Yeah, use a leaf. I'll find some
Patch up
grass
the
and.
Gross.
Go shoot another beaver and skin it.
Make a beaver tail spatula.
To apply the paste with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
Spackle.
Touching that stuff.
Yeah.
This,
All right.
This
So you
lady's
apply
gonna
the
die.
paste. The girl's knocked unconscious. The ghoul twitches every now and then, but pretty much hasn't made any kind of aggressive move or anything. It
Okay.
still looks deader than it did before,
Yeah.
which is good. Did you want to retrieve your arrow?
No, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay, that's
He
good.
can have it.
Yeah.
It's a souvenir for him dying.
She's
Well-
leaving souvenirs with everybody.
Yeah, you'll remember that. It's in your head.
I thought
Alright.
it shot off into the sunset.
No, the eyes shot
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
the
the eye.
eyeball.
Oh.
The arrow's still stuck in its head,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
It's just the eye, though.
I see that.
Morn Shreve's walking through an alleyway and eyeball hits him in the head.
Mhm.
What would you like to do with the girl?
I'm gonna try hoist her up over my shoulder or drag her somehow.
Okay.
And try to.
It is morning, which is good, because it would take you pretty much the day to get her out of here.
Okay.
Did you want to bring her to the side of the road and leave her? Did you want to bring her into
No,
town?
I'm gonna bring her into town.
Bring her into town.
Yeah.
Okay. Which does make you a little nervous, because you're going to be
Yeah.
possibly in town at night.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Why are you nervous about being just because of Morn?
What was that?
Why are you nervous about being in town just because of Morn?
Buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was the one who
Trying to go.
pretty much
Shot him.
almost killed him and then chased after him and yeah.
Although, even without Morn, there's still that weird... You're
The
in...
weird, yeah.
You have that weird, I need to be in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
But you're a ranger, right?
Yeah, Gamekeeper, yeah.
Alright, so, you managed to get a couple of sticks together, bind them together using strips of vine or something that you can find, maybe even strips of her ratty skin robe that you can
Yeah,
cut
she
in
doesn't,
strips.
she doesn't need it.
Yeah, no. But you managed to get these two sticks put together, her strapped to it so you can carry her out. And you start to carry her out. You get about halfway there, and then you hear a soft voice say, "Stop." And you look, and she's awake. She still looks pale, like she's lost a lot of blood, but the wound's not bleeding anymore, and she's awake. She says, "Stop. You can put me down here."
I'll do so.
Okay. So you haven't made it out of the woods yet. You're just closer to town.
You mean metaphorically?
Metaphorically,
Yeah,
yeah, you're not done yet.
Both actually, literally have not made it out of the woods yet, and in her wound, it still looks bad, but she's not dying right now
Okay,
anymore.
that's good.
She kind of looks down at her wound and picks up whatever you put over it to bind it, sees all the paste, which smells worse. She says, "Thank you. You did a pretty good job. Where are you taking me?"
For medical attention.
To the ER.
I'm gonna tell her to the city, where was it, the Temple of Moor? Is that where
For your funeral rites.
Well, isn't that where you get to go there for medical attention and stuff like that? See
You
if
could
they
go
can-
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, yeah, you know Dr. Tynan.
Yeah.
In general, you wouldn't really bring people there unless
Yeah.
they're already dead.
Graveyard.
No, I just thought that's where I didn't know if it was other
I
people
would
too,
go get
or
eat there all the time.
But yeah, to a temple for aid,
Yeah.
for medical attention. Okay. She's like, no, don't. Yeah, don't take me to the city. I don't need to go there. This will heal now. Thank you. She introduces herself as Alyssa, and she's a child of the wilderness. That's how she says it, which sounds weird.
Pretty hippie.
that sounds cool.
She's actually able to get to her feet once you kind of unbind her from the contraption that you
Yeah.
were bringing her out with. If you do that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe you
no,
just
I'll let
trust
her.
her.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'll let her go.
All right.
I don't want to make her go places she doesn't want to.
Okay. So she gets up. She gets to her feet. She's a little shaky. She's still weak, but considering the huge gash where she was bleeding out a couple hours ago, she's looking pretty spry.
Yeah, she honestly must know something good about medicine, considering
Yeah.
she made something like that
That
too.
herbal paste.
Yeah, that's
Well,
crazy.
it certainly healed faster than Julian's. So,
A month later,
Yeah.
with medical attention.
I need to grab some of that stuff so I
literally
can
like
bring
hours
it in.
later, she's
Teach you
okay.
how to make it.
Yeah,
An
exactly.
extra tight
Yeah.
jar.
Do you ask her about it?
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
actually,
alright.
I'll actually ask
Okay.
her about
What's
it.
that paste?
Because
That
if I
paste
can
stuff?
help her out in a couple hours,
It was
jeez.
amazing.
You should sell this.
Does it work on halflings? We got this halfling that gets in a
Yeah.
lot of trouble.
She wouldn't know that though. She's in the woods.
Oh yeah.
That's true, yeah.
She's like, I've got this halfling. I don't know how she's doing.
She, what did I say her name was? Alyssa?
Yep.
I should write that down so I don't forget. Alyssa says, oh yes, the paste. One of the gifts of Raya, the mother goddess. Unfortunately, I can't teach you how to do it. You have to learn it from her. But you could.
That would be pretty cool, I think. Yeah.
She'll tell you about the old faith. And she loves to talk about it. So Raya is the mother goddess of the old faith. It is a popular religion of the old world. And she is a deity of the earth and the natural world. The old faith is a religion followed by the Druids.
Yeah.
And it revolves around nature and natural forces and has strong associations with many ancient sites, such as stone circles. Stuff like that. So, copyright?
Well, it's stone circles. We can't call it
Stonehenge, yeah. Stone circles. Like a henge.
Yeah,
would call it
similar to a
Stonehenge.
hedge, but not.
Hedge, yeah.
So the old faith is based in the natural world and does not have formal shrines or temples. Instead, there are sacred groves, small clearings in the forest which serve as a place of meeting and worship. To the casual observer, there is nothing special to mark the grove as sacred, but they're instantly recognizable.
Wait,
Oh my.
oh, isn't that? Wait, how?
Just walk
To
around
druids.
and like,
Oh,
whoa.
Sorry, to druids. I forgot that.
Start kissing
to
the ground,
druids.
everyone looks at you like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Elves and rangers can sometimes identify them as well.
That's cool.
So the old faith is not a good faith or an evil faith. It's a neutral faith.
good
It's
with
not
that.
chaotic or lawful. Again, it's kind of sitting there in the middle
Yeah.
because it worships all aspects of nature.
Yeah.
So nature can be beautiful and healing, but it can also be destructive and savage. So it kind of goes with all of those.
That's really cool.
So you're talking, and Alyssa's very pleasant, and the more she talks, the more she seems to feel better, and she gets a little bit color back in her face, or her skin, and then it starts to get towards the afternoon, and you're starting to lose focus on what she's saying more and more because, again, this haze of anger starts to slip over you, and it's worse than it was yesterday. Tonight would be the full moon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew that was what it meant.
Yeah.
Werewolf?
Yeah.
Was she bitten by a werewolf or something?
I'm not sure about her backstory, but I feel like I could be a vampire.
Yeah,
You could be a vampire, a werewolf.
You're just a goth.
just go all black.
Big sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Black
right.
coat.
Later you get to be a ghoul.
That's your special.
Oh.
If you give in.
If you give in, yeah. Alright, so Alyssa stops talking because she's noticing you're struggling with concentrating. Although you're good at concentrating now. But still, you're losing focus. She'll go on and suddenly she'll stop, and then it'll be like a minute later and you realize she stopped, and then you kind of like snap to it.
Yeah.
She hasn't done anything to make you annoyed, so you
No,
haven't
just-
snapped at her yet,
Yeah.
but you still feel that rage.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna happen, so I'm pretty much gonna tell her to run.
Okay.
I'm gonna scream, run, because I
Been
know
nice chatting with you. I'm glad
something.
Run!
I know something bad's gonna happen, so
Okay.
Unless she can help with her special thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Druids usually tend to shapeshift.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
make
I
it
mean,
known.
they doing wow.
Well, in a lot of
Just tell her what you're.
Yeah,
Going
maybe
through.
she can.
Like, you could tell her.
Yeah, I guess.
You feel it coming on, but it's not night yet. It's just the
Yeah.
afternoon. So you could, if you wanted, just tell her.
I didn't know if it was happening at that
No.
moment.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I won't tell her to run then.
So,
I'll explain to her the whole situation of what I'm feeling and such.
Get to a
do you tell her about the wolf that bit you last month?
wolf that bit her last month?
The white wolf?
What does his color have to anything to do with it?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with black wolf?
Yeah. Or gray wolves or brown. Spotted ones.
Oi.
So we've gone there, have we?
We've gone there, yeah.
I feel I can trust her. So I'll... I saved her life.
She owes you.
She owes you. She can now
Yeah.
play psychologist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. She gives a look of horror on her face as you start to explain what's been happening from the last night and what's going on
Yeah.
now and stuff like that. But it changes really quickly when you mention the white wolf.
Uh-oh.
Racist.
Aw.
Yep.
It's in the book. I didn't make it up. She says a great white wolf, like a big wolf, that was all white. Just can't say that now.
It did have a couple spots on it. A couple black spots.
Because the white wolf is a symbol of Ulrich. Sometimes when he comes down into nature, he takes the form of a giant white wolf. So you might be touched by Ulrich.
Without my permission.
Man, you guys just take this in all the wrong places.
He didn't even take me for dinner.
Show me on the doll where it already touched you.
I'm just gonna start rolling dice to kill you all now.
I can take care of myself.
That's just horrible. Oh, that's just wrong.
That was great.
She says, "There's really nothing I can do. I'm sorry, I can't help you. This is something that's between you and a god. But don't worry about me. I'll be safe."
Okay.
And then she turns and she doesn't run, but she very quickly
Quickly
walks
walks
away.
away, yeah.
They can shape change.
See?
That's awesome. They can do actually druidic magic is pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
I'm pretty sure.
You should follow her and see if the.
They have a spell called delouse.
Nice.
I can
The,
cure poison or
You're
delouse you.
You mangy beast.
Yeah.
You're no longer mangy.
Yeah, it's true. I wonder if I can. Yeah, I can continue to stealthily follow her,
Hunter.
hunt her. Yeah.
She knows my secret and she can't help. She must die.
You want more information?
Well, yeah, no, I want more information. Well,
About her?
about the
religion.
the mother, or what was her name?
Their god.
The
Oh,
god.
Raya?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mother goddess?
Yeah.
So you're like, wait, I want to ask you a couple more questions.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
ask her a
Alright.
couple more questions.
She stops and she turns and said, right now, it's wonderful that you want to know more, and I can teach you. Right now, you should prepare if you want to fight this or not, because tonight is the full moon, and it's going to be really rough. So I'm going to go hide.
I was gonna tell her to run.
Yeah. I'll be safe. We're far enough. Maybe you want to go further into the woods so you're not as close to the city. Prepare for tonight, and don't worry, I'll find you, and we can talk more.
Good. No,
Yep.
that sounds good. That's what I'll do. I'll continue further into the woods because
Okay.
it's probably gonna be one hell of a night.
Yeah.
It's
So,
pretty legit.
do you want to fight it, or do you want to give in this time?
I'll fight it a little bit,
Yeah,
but
that's good.
I know I'll be giving in anyway.
Go all Duran.
I'll try fighting it a little bit, but
You're gonna fight it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, fighting it this time. Same roll, so it's going to be your mind for your dice, unless you have willpower. Under the mind.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, okay.
No.
And your concentration is how many dice you're rolling.
Oh wow.
This time you're at -6 instead of -3.
Wait, you roll a d6 at -6?
Yep.
How many dice do you have in concentration?
I have 2, but it's a total of 4.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Four
so you have
dice.
4 dice. You could drop one of them to get a +1, or 2 of them to get a +2. Because again, you got that time to prepare. Actually, you could even spend extra time really just kind of focusing on getting rid of the anger. Get an extra die, so you'll have 5. And then you could drop 2 for a +2, and then you're rolling 3 dice.
+2. And which the highest you can end up rolling is 2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give in.
You're just gonna give it. Okay.
Yeah.
Walk into the forest. All right, prepare. Let me have it.
I'm prepared for it.
It'd be
Going
awesome if
straight.
she's just sitting there in the woods. Come at me! I'm waiting!
Yeah, there's
All night.
nothing.
Nothing happens.
I'll just be
I'm
grumpy.
just doomed. I'm just gonna let it.
Go
Okay.
for a ride.
So you give in. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. That's awesome. Basically, what happens is, as you give in, that just a wave of like red goes over your vision. The rage that you feel that just comes from nowhere just bubbles in. You just like you want to tear things apart. And as the full moon rises, everything fades, and you wake up the next morning.
Okay.
That wasn't so
That
bad.
wasn't too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You don't even know what happened.
Covered in blood.
Yeah.
It was like I just it was like I drank.
Your friend you just made is next to you dead.
Yeah.
No.
You wake up. You don't really know where you are because you're not where you were. You're still in the same forest. You can tell that. You're still in the same rough area. Just you're somewhere else.
Okay.
You're naked. You're covered
Someone grabbed my stuff.
It's really like I was drinking.
Yeah, I know exactly.
you're covered in dirt, mud, blood. There's stuff all tangled up in your hair. A lot of it doesn't smell very good.
That was a wild party.
Yeah. There are chunks of
Contributions
what's
that much
left
like
over
this.
of an animal next to you. It looks like it was probably a deer.
That's okay. I don't like
Most of
deers.
it's gone.
Better than a person.
Yeah.
The teeth marks that are in the what's left of the deer aren't like the flat teeth marks of a human, but
No,
like the
it's
sharp
definitely- yeah.
canines. What else? Oh yeah, your mouth is full of the taste of blood and raw meat, which isn't as bad as it is as what most people would think of it. For you, it's not that bad,
Okay.
which might actually make it worse. Hey, that doesn't really taste that bad. Oh my god. All around you are giant wolf tracks. No footprints whatsoever. Like human footprints.
She was attacked by wolves.
Practice to play on
They
something.
picked her up. She
That'd be
rode
hilarious.
wolves.
I
to this
rode
point.
wolves,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
Yeehaw.
have
She
a
stripped
path that
naked
you
and
can
went
go
riding
over?
giant wolves to the woods.
The really drunk girl at the party, take her out to the woods, put a lot of stuff in her hair, make fake wolf tracks. What happened?
Since you were preparing for it, did you like hide your stuff?
No.
Yeah, your stuff's all gone.
That's great.
At least your stuff's not here.
Yeah.
And the place where you are is like all, it's scratched up. All the trees have been scratched, like the bark's all torn apart. Any small like shrubs and stuff like that, they're just torn apart. The whole place is just all huge mess.
Lovely.
And very, very easy to track where you came from.
Okay, well that's good then. Then I'll probably stumble up.
Yeah.
And try to.
You're thinking
Retrace.
based off the the wolf tracks and the trail through the brush. You're thinking probably the wolf was like it would barely fit in this room. Like that's how tall it was. It was a beast.
Wow.
And you find as you're tracking it, tufts of like white fur.
Okay.